Hello. Yeah, I made a video like 2 days ago about my base design and another base next door that was really full of armored and really powerful. And I made a point that it might be even easier to raid their base as my base. Um, yeah, you probably just have to watch the other video, but basically when you see look at this um, armored area here. It's a drop box area, so you can only get in there by sleeping bag, by killing yourself and then going there in a sleeping bag, and then moving things in and out with a drop box. So even if you would go through all my doors, you would end up with a wall here, an armored wall, just like these armored walls. So basically that's 8c4 just to get through my TC. And if you look at this base, you're probably not going to waste 8c4 on looking what's in there. I mean, it's on the edge. Maybe you would, but it's not a big, huge clan base. Like there was a big base here next to me. You watched the other video, you can see was a really juicy base, full of like armor everywhere. Everything was armored. But I said, well, if I mean, you could just go through their doors, because probably everything is doors, and then a door, even if they had armored doors, armored door is only 2 c4, so you could go to 4 doors. Now let's say there's a door there and there's a door here and then a door. I mean, this is not even, this was stone. So you have like a couple of doors, but you will end up eventually here another armored door. This is to the loot room. This one was even open, they forgot to close it. And then yeah, there was just gonna, and I don't know, maybe it was their loot room. Maybe there were doors here. I'm not sure. There might be been another door here or a door here. Maybe there was a wall here with one of those. I don't know. Maybe there was nothing here. I don't see anything that shows that there was anything here. So yeah, you go straight to their TC. Well, let's say they didn't have like anything here, no doors or no. I mean, you can put up like a window, you know, a window wall, and then but then you would have seen that they probably just blown through the window and left. So they all they had was this big area here, and then like a door here. Anyway, so this is one door. It was open. Two. Now this looks like one of those uh, floors that you can break maybe with. No, I don't even know. I don't know what this is. Because they used to have these where you can break the floors with wooden, but why would you put the wood? I don't know. So anyway, probably some more trickery here. Why is it so hard? Okay, I'm being moronic. So yeah, it's just a couple of doors and boom, you're in their thing. So this is like 4 doors, you know. It's the equivalent to one of my bases. I have 2 of those bases, so actually to raid my base just for the TC would be like 8 doors. Well, that's way bigger than this base ever was, I think. I don't think they had 8 armored doors to their loot room. Maybe they had, but that's pretty much their big base with all the armored parts. And I mean, look at it, they were completely armored. Now I saw them fight a helicopter yesterday, so I mean, I guess it was a good plan to make it armored then, but man, they used huge investment for armored on this. Every day getting so much like high qual in your TC. My bases are about like 18 high qual day. If they're really small, 17. If they're a bit bigger, they could become 19 or 20 high qual. But they're very cheap to keep up. I mean, 20 high qual day is nothing really. So compared to this monstrosity, and they got raided. I mean, even with all the high qual walls, so, or armored walls, I should say, all these armored walls, and they still got raided. Look at that. I'm just show you my other base here real quick. See, got some presents here. Anyway, I hope you all had like a super nice Christmas, and let me see, where's my base here, my other base. So I showed you my a little bit bigger base, my first base, and I didn't want to build it bigger because, like I said, like you just only attract attention, and the whole trick with these base designs of mine is that they have to think about, well, is it worth it? Is it worth going through an armored wall? Because that's the only option I give them: go through the armored wall, or go home. You know, that's the thing. Like, or nothing. Like, uh, so like here you see this is my armored loot room. I'll show you inside. So this one I built secondary. It's a bit more easy to go in and out, and I kept it even smaller as the other one. So you see here, drop boxes. It's a very simple design, but so powerful. I mean, this wall is the same as 4 armored doors. I'm talking about armored doors, not sheet metal doors or even garage doors. So now don't know exactly how much garage doors. At least 4, maybe 5 or 6 garage doors, and at least 8 or more or 10 sheet metal doors. You know, 12. I don't know. So having this one little wall here, and the discomfort of having to kill myself to go in there. I mean, if you even just put your TC in there and maybe your gunpowder and stuff, and maybe your AKs when you go offline. Just put some good stuff in there, take it out, and you're done. You know, that's all you need to do. It's really that simple. And these boxes, they can just be full of like crap. You don't need to be anything of value. I mean, you can leave it in there when you're playing. Sorry about the garage doors. Yeah. So and then here I have some more boxes. I made the back metal, and I mean this box is where I put most of my stuff. And whenever something gets too much, I will put it in my loot room, in my PC room. So yeah, but I just want to show you guys that they chose to raid that base. I mean, they might have seen my other. I mean, my other base is right next to it with a big windmill on top of it, and they chose to raid that base and not my base. So, and my base looks so much easier to raid. So I mean, just and them putting so much armor on their outside. It's just like they were asking for it. They're really saying, well, man, we have so much high qual that we really don't care. We use it for our whole base. We use it everywhere, and we are really rich. And we whoa. Okay, that's me dying. Doesn't really matter. I just had like only had a revolver. I mean, I was not nearly close enough to win that fight. But yeah, um, I mean the DB is really great when you're in like close encounters, but that encounter wasn't really close enough. And I use it mostly against scientists or nakeds, you know, people with low. I mean that guy, he had an advantage on me, but doesn't matter. So yeah, that's what I want to show, that their base. I mean, I have 2 of these bases actually. I mean, they could have gone for either one of them, but they have ignored them. Now, I'm not saying they're not gonna go for my bases. I mean, they might get bored. I mean, we're getting close to the end of the wipe. The people who can raid that base can obviously raid my base if they really want to. But the thing is that they see I have like solo locks. I don't have a lock that can. So I'm a solo player. They see that. Now, if you're a duo, you might not have that advantage. But they will see that, man. Look at the footage I have. Like, I have that like, man. It's a really tiny base. It's using armored. I mean, even if I have like armored doors here, or garage door, you would have to go through it, and then would have to go through every door, and then maybe I have an armored wall here. So they're not gonna bother with my base, you know. Um, and I'm not just saying that. It's not wishful thinking. I've been playing this game for like actually years because it just relaxed me a lot, and I'm really like a very friendly player. I don't fight that much. You can see that I was hardly geared, walking around with just like a double barrel. I mean, I'm not much of a fighter in this game. I try to be. I'm trying to be more of a fighter, but actually, if you're a solo player and you don't know how to build a base that survives more than one day, then there's really no use, because you need to learn the blueprints, and you need to have a safe place to store your stuff, so you can have those kits that you can walk around with. And this is the cheapest, simplest, most efficient design that you can have. Now this is actually a bit of a mistake. This one should be back in the back. It should be here, this metal area, because now at the moment, if you go through this door, if you have rockets, you can just shoot in this corner and remove this door and this door. So there's no incentive, and because they probably want to go through this door, they will also open this door. There's no incentive to leave this door. If this door was one more in the back, no, then it would be much harder to reach this room. So this is actually a mistake of mine, but it's not a big deal. I mean, like I said, all the good stuff. End of the day, I put in my TC, my loot room, and yeah, I mean, I said it in the other video. My the other base I had already, there were 3 raid attempts. Actually, there were 3 raids, but my base survived it. They went through all the 3 doors. They tried to remove a back wall from my secret metal loot room. I saw what they were doing, because they removed the drop box, and then I knew there was a drop box here that was removed, and I saw, oh, it's almost completely broken. So they already used like a lot of resources on destroying this wall, and I just fixed it up. And I mean, behind this wall and this wall, these two, there's a secret loot room also with drop boxes. But I moved everything out because they're attempting to raid it, and they did raid it. It was probably those guys that are raided themselves now. So they went into this loot room. I didn't show it in the last. Maybe I should show it this time. I didn't show it in the previous video. So maybe if you've seen the other video, it would be nice to see it this time. So I made the secret loot room, and that's another trick that you can do. It doesn't cost you any high quality. You see, this is a metal room. Now it's half the strength of like an armored loot room. Like, it's the half the strength. It's like twice as easy to get into this room as it is to go into the TC room. But it gives a problem for the raider, because the raider is gonna think, well, wait a minute. Now I told you they went through all my doors, so they probably noticed that I have secret loot room here. And so they thought, well, hey, he has a secret loot room and he has a TC room. So the TC room, or the loot room, the secret loot room, the metal room, is easier to raid. So they decided to raid this. They went through this wall, by the way, and they removed it, and they got all the stuff in here. This box was full of stone. Actually, I need some metal. So there's not much in this because they raided it, and so yeah, there was some stuff in here, but nothing of real value, you know. But I built these rooms I mean, first of all, it gives the raider a more difficult choice, because are they going to raid this room or are they going to raid the other room? And I obviously it worked, but because they decided to raid this room, and all they got was a box of stone. So I need to put some wood in here. Yeah, and you see I even have like a little workbench here. I can craft stuff here. And this is a completely workable area where I could use this completely for as a base within my base, a secret base within my base. They might think that this is honeycomb. They might think, oh, I mean, to get in this room, for sure they need to go through metal wall, right? They need to go through metal wall. There is no there's no door, no way to get in here but through metal wall. So even if they like go through my TC, if they get to my TC, if they go through like an armored wall there, and they get to my TC, it would take like a whole day or something, or 2 days, I don't know, for these walls to disappear. You see, I have drop boxes. Of course, I still have the doors in this building, so even if they take the TC, I could like use the drop boxes. Uh, it could be smart to have Dropbox actually going outside, even if it's like facing the wrong way, because you can like kneel below it and then look up, and you can put one item outside. That's a little trick. So having like a little Dropbox here would be good. Then you can have a friend picking up things on the other side. You move hundreds of items outside in that way. Um, so, and of course I could do that with this Dropbox or that Dropbox. If they didn't grieve me with like putting walls down. The safest way to have one here. Uh, but you can see that this is a nice little tactical thing to do, where you can make a really powerful room. I mean, your defenses of your base goes up by 50%, because this is half the strength of the armored loot room, and these tricks work. I mean, I'm not saying it because I want to tell you I have all these great ideas and oh they might work. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been building bases like this for a long time, and my bases do survive. Now, are they in are they invincible? No, of course not. It's just if they can go through this metal wall, if they can go through my armored wall, if they go through all my doors, basically my base is gone. But that's a lot of C4 going through all those places. Now, at the moment these boxes are empty, but I could move all the good stuff from my TC room, my loot room, in here. And then the guys who think, well, oh, he didn't have anything in his secret room, his loot room. Oh, now we're gonna go for the TC room, and suddenly that TC room is just a TC room with some little bit of high qual for a couple of days and some metal and nothing else, and they just wasted for HC4 just to get in that room, you know. So all this trickery, it makes it really hard for raiders to. This is like not an easy target. My base, if they're smart raiders, if they know if they know what they're doing, this is a really hard raid, and they probably think of not doing it because, like I said, um, um, it's just not juicy enough, and that's the whole thing. Like, if you want, like the investment, like going through having to go through a wall like this. I mean, if they're not. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna talk when these doors are wow, they're horrible, but like so these guys that their base got, I'm pretty sure they were the guys who raided me. So they went through these doors. So they went through 1, 2, 3 doors. Now they weren't even all garage doors. I think there was like only one garage door. This was a garage door, and then this was like double door, you know, like basic double doors. So it was not that expensive, and then they saw that I had this secret loot room here, and then they got interested. Hey, what's in the secret loot room? And that's why they started raiding that. But I caught them, and I moved everything in my loot, my TC. Now my TC, of course, is the strongest part of my base. But like I said, like having the secret room like this, you can have multiple ones. It's just metal. It's just metal. It's every wall is 200 metal. It's cheap. It's easy, man. I have so much metal in my bases right now. Now this base is running out of metal because I haven't used the base in a while. But my other base is like there's like the whole TC is full of metal. So yeah. By the way, let me put some metal in my PC. For 24 hours it needs some. Let me just do. I'm going to show you my. So if they are not great, if they don't realize the power of my. Here, let me just go here because it's going to be boring. If they don't realize how my base works. Yeah, it's a lot of noise, so I'm not going to talk. I'm going to wait here because I have a comfort and I'm healing right now. Oh, it's not that much actually. Yeah, here's better. So you see I have a little shotgun trap with the Christmas tree. How much is in there? It's empty, man! They have emptied it? Oh, I need to put some new stuff in there. 1 second. So people have been here. Okay. Anyway, still healing up. So, yeah, so basically the idea is that if they don't know what's going on with this base, they will go through the doors and they just get like my crappy stuff or whatever I have laying around that day. Then they will realize that I have an armor TC loot room. They might see that I have like a secret metal loot room. And you could have so many secret loot rooms, you know. Let me go on top here. But again, the more you do, the more you attract it. Like this is not honeycomb. Inside here, yeah, well, it's honeycomb this block, but there is a battery inside, and that battery I have hooked up to some items here. The battery here is hooked up. So here, this is my battery, and then I have my wind and my solar going into my rechargeable battery, which actually behind that wall. Not that I care much about these things, they're replaceable. I have so many batteries, wind turbines, and then I have, yeah, I can turn it off, turn it on. So but this could also be like a metal room. Like imagine this is a metal room. Sorry. Pure little animal. Poor little animal. Shouldn't charge at me. Anyway, yeah, you could build like this. There's no secret room here, although I made this little room with all the boxes. This is kind of like a lazy version of the fence because, um, and actually it was a mistake, but I should have been one back. But um, still, it's pretty like if you would have. I mean, still like if you would go, if you had like on a door, a garage door, and then one more garage door. Like going through here, it would be like 4c4 to get in here, and then if you would move it back one, then and then this one was also metal or even stone with the garage door, it would be again like 2c4, 2c4 just to get in this little room. So this would be a 4c4 room, and then you could have like a secret loot room here. This could be metal with like loot inside and draw boxes. But the problem is, don't put it here. You have to make sure that they're not adjacent, because if they hit rockets in this square, they will destroy this roof and they will destroy this roof. Or if they shoot this corner, they will destroy this wall and these walls. So if you do like secret loot rooms, also always make sure that like I could do secret loot room here, because if they shoot in this corner, it wouldn't affect that one much. It would do a little bit damage. It certainly wouldn't affect much this one, I think. Well, they shoot here maybe. But yeah, make them at least one square away from each other, where they cannot just hit the whole, like if they would like rocket out this center, they would damage everything right now. But I don't want to do like the little metal walls on top, because I really want this to be a low key base. I really want this needs to be really low key, and it's also my secondary base. So I mean, you have to try different tactics, right? So this is really low key. The other one is a bit better, more defended. It's like mid tier. I could go where I will honeycomb and do stuff, but you know, I don't care. Like, it's so easy to build one or two of these bases. Look at the resources. Some stone. You don't even want to make this. I have metal, and I can make this whole thing metal. But then people can say, "Oh, look how much metal he has. He's even using it where he doesn't need to use it." So if I have a lot of metal, I probably have sulfur, and that's what they want. They want my sulfur. So I look poor, like right. We're just using stone and keeping it stone. I look so poor. I only have like one. Only have enough metal for this and enough high qual for this. Man, I look like a poor bastard, and of course I'm not. So let's just look inside my the TC right here, if I can. It's available. Let's look in the, well, this is to see if the one I'm on top of. Let's look at that one first. This is my secondary base. Oh man, yeah, I was worried for this. Okay. You see me shaking? That box is in the way. But I knew there was wood here, so I can make a hammer. Not a big deal. Yeah, I'll make a hammer and move the box. I mean, maybe I can get out of here. Yeah. I mean, I don't even need. Look, the box is empty. I don't even need the big box. That's the thing, when you put the boxes too close to the sleeping bags, you get like stuck. But I think I can reach most boxes from here actually. I don't. Okay. So you see I have a lot of good stuff here. What did I take out? Wood? No, wood. I need more stone. I need more stone. Okay. Okay, we got my. Maybe I should put small boxes in here. I don't know. Or maybe I could move these boxes around and have the big box somewhere here. Yeah, let's go with small boxes for now. You see, there's no shortage of metal here and no shortage of high qual. Man, this starts to look like my other base. Okay. Now this might be too close to the sleeping bag. I don't think so actually. I think this will be fine. I don't think we can put much here. But yeah, let's leave it for now. If you really want more space, you can of course put lots of drop boxes on the walls. But be careful, they can shoot them down if there's no honeycomb. But if you put honeycomb there, you can put lots of drop boxes here. I mean, you could have like 4 drop boxes on each wall probably, or like 2 or 3, and this 2 here, 2 here, and then 4 here and 4 here. So you can do lots of drop boxes. But it will probably cut in what you can put on the floor. So, I mean, this is just easy peasy, you know. It's not really hard doing it this way. You don't try to squeeze don't try to squeeze too much out of a loot room like this. I mean, like I said, you can make like metal secret loot rooms, or even secondary armored loot rooms if you want. I mean, I'm only like, it's 18, this base is 18 high qual a day. Look how cheap it is, the upkeep every day for this base. And like I said, like, this is really, it's a really cheap, easy design for like solo players that yeah. Let's show you the other one, and then I think that's that. Oh, I forgot to put my hammer back. Okay, let's look at this. So this one has secret loot room, bed, and TC. We'll show you the secret loot room. I'll show you the TC. Sounds like an animal. I think there's an animal outside. Wow, I really need to put more. There used to be so much stuff in this. I really haven't been playing this. But you can see, like, with the high qual is still really high. You see how much high qual I have here. Stone is good. Metal is a bit lowish. But yeah, I just put some extra metal in here, so 5 races, it's fine. I mean, I think that's even until wipe. Well, I have way too much gunpowder. The thing what I try to do is, as a solo player, like I said, like this TC is 8C4, and I think 1C4 is it 8C4 or 4C4? 8C4, right? Yeah. So it's 2,000, about 2,000 gunpowder. So it's like 16,000 gunpowder. Well, this is okay. I guess I have half that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have half. So if they would raid this, they would only get half back. And of course some stuff that's here. I mean, they would get a lot of high qual, that's for sure. But they only get like half their gunpowder back. And that's why, if people start to realize what kind of, like, look, I only have like 2 satchel charges. This is not what you want to raid. This is not the kind of loot that you want from an 8C4 raid, you know, or a 20C4 raid. I I mean, let's say they start raiding my base. They go through the doors. I mean, doors are cheapest, right? Then you find out, oh, he has like a secret loot room, like with only metal walls. There could be stuff in there, and he has a TC, which is armored, which we only can get through with HC4. So that's HC4 plus the 4C4 for the secret loot room, 12C4. Then they had to go through the doors, which is like 3 garage doors, which is well, it would be wasteful to use 2C4 for a garage door, but it's about 2C4. So that's like 6, well, let's call it like 4 or 5C4 to go through the 6 garage doors. I mean, you can use satchel charges and C4 together. So you've used up like yeah, about that. So it's 12 plus, let's say, like, well, just keep it cheap, keep it at 4. So 12 plus 4, 16 C4 to raid this base. And look what I have. You know, like 2 satchel charges. I mean, you would be so pissed if you would like come here after all spending all that and then finding out. I mean, the high qual would be nice. I mean, you can make a couple of AKs with this or something, or like armor your base or do whatever you want, but it's still like, it's not jackpot, you know. So, and I do that on purpose. I don't want like the bases that I built. That's why I built the second base, because the other base was getting too full, too juicy inside. Now and the reason I don't want too juicy inside is basically 2 reasons. One is I don't want to give them too much return on investment if I can. I mean, it's just easy to build a second base on a third base or whatever. I mean, this base I built because the other base was between that monument there, which is really beginner's monument, and the outpost here. So you see where my where I died here. So I could get stuff here, bring it to my base here, and it was really so close by. I could just like do that a couple of times a day, just go there, get stuff, and it was really easy. And then if I wanted like wood really, I would just bring some stone here, outpost, and bring it back. I could like if I want to save, if I have a lot of stuff that I want to be safely change into high qual and stuff, then I could do it here. So this being close to this, being close to that was a really good location. But then when I started going to the train yard, just walking through here, it just was it was taking too much time really, and I thought, why not build a small little base here, so I can be really effective at making these strips. And what I found out, it was a really good thing, because that tower, there's stuff in that tower, in that building below it. There's some good stuff in that building too. There are a lot of like green boxes, and the green boxes, that's what it's all about, because they can give you like 20 or more. Let me show you. I'm not talking because of the noise. I think I turned down the noise of the game, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of noise in that room. My previous video was really bad. You could hardly hear me, and when I was in that room. 20, whatever, 33. That's fine. Can hear an animal somewhere. On top of that tower, the radiation is pretty bad. But I think already have. I mean, the wooden armor. I know it's not. It's great for. It's not that good for stopping bullets, but it is good for stopping radiation. And like, if you have wood and if you have rope, you can get wooden armor. So, and I like to go into something without high risk. So, okay. And I like my little skins for my hat and for my bandana, so I don't wear like helmets right now. I'm a bit of a cheap bastard sometimes. I don't know. I will use more and more stuff as I get further along in the game. Oh, I mean, like, oh, this is a nice helmet. Let's use it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you. Like, on top of here, there's some green boxes. In that thing is green boxes. Now, if I would have gotten something really good, like 21 high qual or something, I would have just run back. Here's an animal. I think there's a pig somewhere here. I would just run to my base there and depot whatever good stuff I have. Now this is not great what I have, so I mean the helmet is nice, but it's not something to, that's something to carry on your head, not something to depot. Like I should be carrying helmets. I should have a, this is actually a good helmet for me to use. So as a solo player, I go low gear because my it's not like I die all the time, but like if I run two geared guys, I mean if there are two geared guys against me, I mean I'm not some solo god where I can just like kill like 2-3 guys. So I will just lose whatever I have on me, and that's so I will bring whatever I can afford to lose, and probably I can afford to lose a lot more than what I'm bringing right now. I mean I have like Tommy Thompsons, I have. Oh yeah, that's the computer. It's fine. I mean, this is not great for depoting actually. It's not really great. Maybe I will continue because this is not. It's not like I said, like 21 high qual or any. I'm just gonna walk around this mountain because I'm healing up. It will take time to heal up. I used one of my medikits. This will take a long time to heal. It's slow, but if I get damage, it stops. So I lose all the health benefits. So I don't want them to shoot bullets at me right now. Here, got a new one. Good. Yeah, there's nothing here that is really anything interesting. Still healing up. I can see if we can go get a bit closer. Still healing. Now I'm gonna try and get the attention of the scientist, because if they come around this corner, it's really easy for me to shoot them. Didn't I hear like there's something? Wasn't there one shooting at me? I don't know. I don't hear them walking. I don't think they're here actually. You know, I've practiced on another server where it was easier to get like weapons and stuff. So I've gotten pretty good with killing scientists, and so like even with my DB, you know, I mean they're computers. You can just basically wait. I can use the recycler. You can basically just wait around the corner and shoot them in the head with the DB, you know, because their only goal is to kill you, and they will try to kill you. even if they kill themselves. So, but yeah, they are not. They're pretty. They can be very lethal too. So it's not that easy to just kill scientists. I don't have much bullets. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue a little bit, see what happens. Now, there's this building. I kind of know what's in the building, what I can do there. Kind of. I know there are. You can. There's scientists there. I think there are with key cards you can get boxes. Well, but there are so many. It's so easy to get a box. Like here, there's a green box here too. So you can see you don't really need to risk all that much to get those green boxes. But that's what I'm trying to learn, to how to farm this this area, what's it called, the train yard better. But I'm probably just gonna die if I. Well, I'm not gonna die maybe, but I don't have much health on me. I don't have much experience in going into this building. Maybe I would just try to see how if I can I need to learn to go. So we have the big building here, which have multiple scientists and multiple areas. I don't even have a key card on me, so I don't know if I could like do this. And I think there's 1 or 2 scientists in here. So guys, if I die here, then oh, there's already someone dead here. Okay, let's see. I'll probably have to try and charge them because the DB is very good close up. There's no point in trying to shoot them with a DB from a long distance. Like my armor isn't great. I have very weak armor, although I have a helmet right now, but it's a little bit better. No. Anyway, so like, yeah, this could be a part of my regular farming of this area, where I will go into this building probably. Because even with a DB, I can probably take that guy out. Now these toolboxes can have a nice thing sometimes. No toolbox. I only have like 6 slugs. I don't think that is really gonna, and only 1 medikit. I don't think that's gonna take me very far in that big building. Probably would be smarter to depot that. But I mean, like, either 1 or 2 things can happen. 1, I run into a guy who shoots me, and then he gets all my stuff. Another thing what can happen is I die from a scientist, and I have to gear up and get it, which is not bad actually. I can still get my stuff if somebody else doesn't get my stuff. So I guess depoting, I mean, I have like a bit of high qual targeting computer. There's some things that of value, and that's the thing why I built this base here so close by. So depoting stuff isn't not a bad idea. Maybe I put that on my roof. Now, if I can depot stuff in here. So I can go back into the fight a bit quicker. Where do I want to sit? I don't need to heal up. Okay. I need better weapons and better stuff to fight those guys in the big building. At least more ammo. It's not like I don't have gunpowder, right? Like, I can build a ton of those. Let me get some more gear. I mean, I can make so much syringes if I want to. Where are my syringes at? I had syringes. Yep. Okay. Now this is really really cheap. It's really low gear, really cheap. But I still have a nice helmet. I could go. The thing is, like, I'm learning how to farm the train yard. So I'm not gonna go in with all my best gear and then die and trying to have to get it out, or until I know the train yard better. Like, I know how to if the scientists are there, they don't really bother me anymore. They're easy targets for me right now. Even with just a double barrel, I can take them out easily. That tower probably wouldn't be a big deal for me. I don't think that but what's going on? That this big base here, this big building, it's pretty much like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Let's see if there's a respawn here. So that building, there's scientists. That's the main thing of this. No, don't drop. Now there's a box there, but it's not a green box. And then, so this is my main target. You see the scientists walking around there. Again, if I go in a building with the DB, I should be able to take them out at close range, I think. But I will get some hits. Probably should have better armor for that, but at least I have a helmet. I mean, the head is like twice as much damage. Oh, that's so stupid. That was stupid. That's really bad. That was really stupid. I just wasted a lot of health on that. Okay, I'm gonna heal up. This is fine, it's good. So as I get better at farming train yard, I will use more gear, but right now I don't even care about losing what I have right now, because like, it's a DB and this is basically wood and rope and cloth, you know, what I have right now. Pretty sure there is someone here. Maybe shoot him in the head or something. You see, I charged them. Oh, I should have cloth. Man, why? I'm so bad at this. I should have had some cloth and bandages. Okay. I don't know if, like here, oh, I have lots of these. So here I have to put in a fuse and then turn it off, and then you have power going somewhere. Okay, probably should like look at some YouTube video on that. Anyway, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not used to this monument, but I'm not totally unaware. Like here, you have key cards, so that probably would have opened that. Probably need maybe some green or blue key cards. Yeah, another key card. So that's what I did watch one or two videos on this, but like I don't know exactly how to do it, but yeah, so you need some key cards. Was there only one guy to shoot? I think, oh, so the other guys are probably behind those doors. That's not too bad. There's always new stuff to do in this game. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Just like I like to explore like a monument and then learn how to get all the good stuff in the easiest way. Yeah, so I need key cards for this. But yeah, this is quite easy. Just one guy here. I can do that with a DB. Probably can take the others out with a DB. Maybe I could get like a better, maybe not going with wood. I don't know if I have, but I don't know if it will lower my radiation rating too much. But okay, let's go back with key cards. Are those guys back? I can get that one box that was up there. Am I being too greedy, guys? Maybe I'm too greedy. Oh, it's not bad. I already went. No, because I already depoted. I'm not. There's a wolf there. I don't see him. I don't mind killing the wolf because it will give me wolf headdress, which is a nice. It's a nice helmet you can make from the wolf. But this is a nice helmet. At least I can still wear my bandana with it. So what am I gonna do? Do you have key cards lying around? Probably need a blue or red key card. Anyway guys, yeah, I'm gonna see what kind of key cards I need. Oh, I have a green key card actually. I could go back and yeah, why not? Sure. Put some food up. Sure. Okay, let's. Oh man, stupid. It's not just a key card. I need one of those thingies. I need like a fuse. So let's get a fuse too. I mean, I always make videos with how to build a base. Maybe it's fun to make a video with just showing me how I run my other stuff. You know, how do I farm? So this is a bit of a farming guide. So first of all, sleeping bags. Like once you go to the location where you want to go, and on the way there put sleeping bags down. So at least like let's say you start Sunil Wipe Day, right? Put sleeping bags down everywhere you walk, so you don't have to go all the way back. And then once you're in the area where you want, look for a monument that you can like the one that I have here, the Oxums or gas station, something like that, an easy monument that you don't need radiation protection. And then just start building there. Put sleeping bags down there. I mean, if you don't even need to gather stuff, you don't even need weapons, just put sleeping bags there. Oh, I hear like animals. There's an animal and it's dark. You see, I didn't put a flashlight on my. That's cool. That's really nice. Super Santa. Great. Love this game. So, yeah, I mean, if you have sleeping bags, if you have a lot of sleeping bags, man, you can just go into these areas, and well, this one not, because you need some radiation protection. You need a base for that. So first build your base and get loads of sleeping bags around these areas, or get a bed down or something in your base. And then I don't know this, I don't even know where I'm walking. Where? I know there were like, I'm lucky nobody is here. I would have died instantly. Anyway, put lots of bags down. Build like a 3 square building. So you put 3 squares down in one row, and then on one side you put down your TC. That will be your TC loot room. Don't put a door there. Don't put a door there, because you're gonna put a wall there. So that's really, really important. This is like the most important thing of my design. Don't put a wall in front of your TC. Don't put a wall, or put like, you can maybe do a wood, which you can chop down later. Wood is fine, but don't put down like stone or especially not metal or anything. Don't put a door down, because then you cannot do my design and put like, make a TC there. I'm just gonna wait until Yeah, the thing is, I don't like to use lights because basically you're just telling everybody where you are. Another pro tip, it should. Sorry. Okay, you heard that wolf? I think it's getting light soon. I'm not gonna risk like running into that wolf and dying or losing health. Can you hear the wolf? I mean, I would like it for the wolf skull, but again, once I start shooting, people hear that somebody's here, and you might get ambushed. But in the end, it's all part of the game. So I have a fuse and I have a green key card. So I might have to kill the scientist again, but I have at least I have some ammo and a little bit of health. And well, I didn't improve my armory much. 30, 10, 10. Oh man, 10%. Anyway, and I have like radiation suits and stuff. You know, I'm keeping them for later with my Tommy guns and stuff. I don't know. I can be weird with that. I mean, I have this new rule where I'm thinking, well, I should use my good stuff first, but that rule is not that great either because then you lose your good stuff first too. So I'm kind of in the middle now where I'm like, well, okay, here I'm gonna. I think there is stairs. I can see something now. Okay, so there might be the guy that I have to shoot again. We have the right bullets, yeah. I don't hear anything, so yeah, he's still. Yeah, it's just the wolf. No. Okay. Is it working? Probably is. I don't know. Let's see if I use the keycard on something. It's probably really short, maybe. Oh, do I need like a blue keycard for this? Of course. I do remember some things about this. Turn off. Maybe it's really, you have to be really quick, or you have to I don't have the right keycard. I've been running the other monuments a lot, but this one is really, yeah, I probably need a blue keycard. Okay. Or I need to do something else. Okay, I guess I have to Google that. I'm sorry guys, no answers today for you. Maybe I'll make another video on how to run this. Anyway, I thought I'd just share this experience. I mean, so the way I run, that's one way you can run. That's the one way you can. I mean, farming is. There's so many ways to farm. You can farm fully geared with all your stuff. The only thing about it is the problem is, I mean, you can lose a lot of stuff if you're not the greatest fighter. If there are lots of clans in the neighborhood. And I don't have a bone knife or anything. Maybe it's pity. That's a pity because that gives a wolf skull, and then it's a nice little headpiece. Good helmet. But yeah, I should bring a bone knife or something. So that's me. Like sometimes I'm too cheap. I don't have enough with me, but I always bring like something to like. A hatchet or bone knife or something which is really good at. You should always carry bone knives because if you run into an animal, you can skin it. You can get the high claw, get the low grade, that kind of stuff. You know. I mean, and the more you do it, the more bones you will get. Like you have so many bones that you should be running, and it's a good weapon. Also, it's really fast, really effective. And might save your skin, no pun intended. But let me just get it. Oh, there's another one. Yeah. Come on, it's probably run away from me. Now somebody might have heard me, so I might be gonna go inside quickly. So at least I have my wolf skull. Yep. Yeah, I'm making a wolf headdress. Pretty nice gear to have. Anyway, I wish I could show you guys that how to work I wish I had like more cards so I could play this, but like I said, I haven't been playing that much, or I haven't been like, I've been really slowly building up to like getting more and more of this area and getting good at running this train yard. And hopefully in the next video I can show you guys how to work those doors and what kind of key. You probably need like a blue key card and a red key card. It's probably like a blue key card for the first one and then a red key card for the second one, and I believe that at the where the blue key card is, you have to put another fuse in or something, and then you have to be really quick and open the red key card. I think it's something like that. And then in their rooms there inside there might be, there's probably, and again, scientists that you have to kill, and then of course the red key card will give you better loot. And there are other, like, it's not only green cases, you have the other cases there too, so it's pretty good loot. But like I said, like I haven't, this is the first time I've been playing at the train yard in a long time. So when I was playing this earlier, it wasn't there, this these cards and everything. So yeah, I mean, and if it's a solo player, it's just things are a bit different. Like if you're 2 or 3 people, you run in there, you have like, you go fully kitted, you have your AKs and stuff, and you just do that stuff, and it's so much easier. And if I try to do that as a solo player, I just end up getting killed. Somebody they can grab all the good kit that I have. So I'd rather run around with like wolf headdresses and riot helmets and wooden chest plates. Although they're not great for going against the scientists really. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's nothing special. I hope, but I think for like medium to beginner players, I think there was a lot of valuable information in there that could really help them. I mean, the way I've been playing is different than most people do, and it's been really effective. I've been pretty successful in having bases that last until the end of wipes. If you build like this with the armored loot rooms and stuff, they probably just like not raid you or try to raid you and fail. And this is my experience for months. I haven't been playing that much lately, but when I was playing more like years ago, I had the same kind of like a build, and they just like, their raid attempts failed every time, and it was only like near the end of a wipe where they might really try to attempt at a raid, but even then it was really hard because I had like multiple metal loot boxes everywhere, and because this is just the basis. I mean, you can upgrade this. You can have multiple armored loot rooms like this, and if you have like 3 of these loot rooms, sure, it's maybe 60 high qual a day, but and then if you spread them out, like you put one here and then you put one here, then they cannot even use rockets to hit them all at the same time. So you have like 8 C4 and then 8 C4 for the other room. So it's like 24 C4 just to go through those to get all your loot. Imagine that, 24 C4. And really there's no cheating that. It's not like I'm saying, oh, I have a 24C4. No, it's like it's really 24C4 because it's 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 8 is 24. There's no way around it. Now if you put all your good loot in one of those, I mean you have to like put half, 1/3 in this loot room, the 1/3 in that loot room, 1/3 in the other loot room. But you can do it, and you can have like a 24 or even more C4 base, even as small as this, even with this like small, and you can do it with metal loot rooms, so it will save you a lot of high crawl. You can do like a bunch of like metal loot boxes everywhere, and man, this is gonna be hell to raid for anybody, because yeah, sure, they could go for your armored loot room, which probably holds your TC and your best loot, but what if it doesn't? What if it's only your TC and then your gunpowder is one of these 4 other loot rooms? So anyway, just giving you some ideas and how to do stuff, and yeah, I want to see more solo players or small groups or beginners being successful at this game, and really they made it possible with as long as the drop boxes are in the game, you can do this trick. There used to be a trick where you could like destroy like a floor and then go into like an area like that too. Probably I don't know if it's still around, but I mean that's what a lot of people use. I prefer this one. It's because I don't even have to. Yeah, I have a nice big square box. I just like kill myself, go in, and then go out again. It's not as bad as people think it is, really. Like, do you really have to walk in and out of an area to go in there? I mean, that's not necessary. If you put a bed in, you can respawn in your base really quickly, 60 seconds. You can put like a bed or like sleeping bag out like 100 meters away. You can respawn there quickly. So it's really not a bad. It might look like, oh man, I have to go in there and go out there and take my stuff in and out, and it's so much work and it takes forever. I have to wait for my beds and blah blah blah. I mean, like, really, it's not that hard. You can go in there and out there in no time. It's really efficient, and I mean, I even survived at other base that was here. I mean, it's completely gone now. I don't even see it. There it is. I mean, I just made the other video 2 days ago, and this base was standing there like some kind of giant, and I've seen them fight the helicopter and stuff. I just saw one guy shooting, so it might have been one guy too, but yeah, I mean, it was pretty impressive and cool, but like, you don't need that. You don't need to. You don't need to do that. That was so much work. um, um, they tried to raid my base. They weren't that successful at it. Anyway, guys, I wish you like a super happy, beautiful new year, and I hope you had a great Christmas. And yeah, I don't know if this was the best video ever, but I thought I'll just show you some of my gameplay, and maybe you get something out of that too. I hope more beginners will watch this, and yeah, see that yeah, you can be very successful in the beginning of the game. You don't need to build a huge base. You can even play as a solo player, or even if you have very little time, you can be effective in this game. And don't build bases where it's like 3 sheet metal doors to your TC. I mean, if it's 3 or 4 sheet metal doors to your TC, that's like 4 satchels for each, which is like less than 1 C4. So that's like 4 C4 to your door, but not even. Its satchels are weaker. So yeah, no, stop doing that. So yeah, okay, lots of love and have a great time. Bye bye.